Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Teacher Abd. I hope you're doing well, all of you, Year 8 students. Inshallah, today's lesson is about revision of Year 8 Physics end of year exam. So this was the physics test for last time. So the first question, if you remember, it was about light, sound, and hearing. All these questions I converted to Google Form as like the way they used to do before. So inshallah, when I explain after, I'll show you how this question are on Google Form, then after you're doing from there. So the first question is about thunder, light, and lighting. They said by thunder and lightning happens at the same time. We see the flash of lightning before we hear the thunder. Give the reason of this. Why we see the flash of lightning before we hear the thunder. Omar investigated the movement of a stone. He measured the time between seeing a flash of lightning and hearing the thunder. So you can see his table where he found out his information. Flash of lightning A, it takes by 8 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. So the question is, he changed it to the bar chart. Then after the question is, which flash of lightning was closest to Omar? Give the correct letter. That was A, B, C, D, E, or F. Describe how the distance between that stone and Omar changed as the stone moved between flash A to flash F. Question number 2, you have a diagram which shows the lamp and a piece of cardboard. The piece of cardboard has a hole in it. Light from the lamp basically passes through the hole and forms a bright spot on the wall. So the question is, which point on the wall, A, B, C, D, or E, is lit up by the lamp? So if you remember about the properties of light, you can answer this question easily. Question A, the second part, it says by, explain why the other points on the wall are not lit up by the lamp. A piece of clear green plastic is placed over the hole. What is the color of the light which shines on the wall? Question C, it says by the diagram shows a ray of light from a lamp hitting a mirror. So you can see here the straight line and the basic reflection of the light. Which R, B, Q, R, or S shows the reflected ray? Which one stands for the reflected ray? Is that S, R, Q, or P? Question number 3, you have basically, you have a graph here. This graph shows to you by the sound and the maximum listening level. So you can see is the sound level is measured by decibels or dB, and here the maximum listening time in each day is measured by hours. So the first question is, what is the maximum time in each day for listening to a personal stereo at 96 decibels? How many hours? So you just using the graph, you go into the 96, then after you go into this line, the horizontal, then you find out the time from there. So in what way could a sound of more than 120 decibels damage the ear? So the question C says by Sally works for 5 hours in a nightclub. What should the maximum sound level be in the nightclub so that her hearing is not damaged? How can earplugs protect Sally's ears? Question number 4, it says by a teacher shines a laser beam onto a classroom window. It reflects off the window and onto the screen. So that's the screen, and that's the window, and that's the laser beam. So and then after you use a ruler. So these are the questions. The question says by, when a student places hair fluid in the classroom, the window vibrates. Give the reason for this. When the window vibrates, what happens to the laser beam that is reflected off the window? So the rest of the questions, inshallah, I'm going to explain from the Google Form. So you can see here, Google Form questions. This was all I was explained already. You can see the questions. So question number 4, it says by the teacher places a microphone near the students as she plays her fluid. The diagram shows the patterns on the oscilloscope screen. So the question is, the student then placed her float at a higher pitch and a more quietly, which diagram blue shows the pattern that would be seen on the oscilloscope. Take the correct box. Is that A, B, C, or D? Question number 5. It says, but Nadia is on her bicycle, waiting to pull out from a road junction. Michael's driving his car around the bend. A row of houses stops Nadia from seeing Michael's car. So you can see Nadia and then Michael's car. At what point will Michael's car be when Nadia first sees it? Take the correct box. A row of shops were built opposite the junction. The shops have glass window which act as a mirror. Nadia could see John's motorbike reflected in the glass window on the diagram above. Draw a ray of light. You don't need to draw, just like you explain it here, where it's gonna be. How does the glass window help to reduce the number of accidents? The second question. Question number 6. You have basically a battery, and you have a cell phone, you have a socket, and you have a charger. So the question is, which energy transfer takes place by the time you have these three materials? Question 6b, when the battery is fully charged, charcoal unplugs the phone. Which energy transfer takes place? Question 6c, charcoal can change the ringtone of her phone. The diagram below show the battery is made by 4 sound waves and oscilloscope screen. They are all drawn to the same scale. So the question is, a loud sound with a high pitch. Which one is a loud sound with a high pitch? So is that P, Q, R, or S? So thank you for your listening. So inshallah, if you need any help or if something hard for you, you can text me from class picture or WhatsApp, inshallah. So I hope you understand all this one. So inshallah, after when you finish the test, I'll send you back the results before 6 p.m. inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you inshallah in the next lesson.